So a construction company took a loan of $120,000 today on a 5-year loan with a yearly interest of 24%, which is compounded monthly. Now calculate the monthly repayment and write the value to two decimals. Okay. When they ask you to calculate the value to two decimals, then though you don't get decimals in the answer, then you have to say the answer as okay, like this. Or if you got the answer in four digits, period, and two decimals. Okay. If you got 5 digits, then 5 digits and two decimals. I mean to say that if you don't get any sort of decimals, then that is the case when you have to go for two decimals like this. If you got some decimals, then that is fine. But be attentive to the question, what they ask in the question, you have to exactly give that. So if you don't put decimals, and sometimes it is not sure that you may be awarded mark for that even though the answer is right. Why? Because they ask you to go with two decimals. Is that clear for you? Let me repeat it once again. A construction company took a loan of $120,000. Means that the principal amount what they took is $120,000. Okay. And what is the loan tenure? They said the loan tenure as 5 years. Am I correct? And the yearly interest of 24%. So interest, it is represented by the letter small I, and the value is 24%. And it says compounded monthly. All right. So please make sure all the time periods has to be in single units, be it monthly or be it yearly. Choose one particular thing and you have to convert all the things into the same denomination or into the same time period. Okay. Now, since it is compounded monthly, it means that it is on recurring mode or repetitive mode. Okay. When something is in repetitive mode, then you have to go with the letter A within the table. There are few other letters, right? A, letter P, letter F, letter G. So there are something other letters within the table. But if something is repetitive, then A is the correct word for you. If you have to calculate a future value, then you have to go for F. Okay, F stands for future. P stands for present value. Okay, whereas A stands for repetitive value or recurring value. Please make sure, please make a note of this. A stands for repetitive value. And since it is related with A and P from the table, from the first table in the handbook of the engineering economics, I got this formula A given P, which is A given P, I, N, and this is the formula. And what's the best part, what we discussed? Though there is a formula, we need not to substitute any value within the formula as long as you can calculate or you can get that from the table. You know what I mean? So since the given percentage is 24% of yearly interest, if you can get a table for the given interest, then that's fine. You need not to substitute these values. You need not to substitute the given values within this in order to get the value. You can directly go to the table and you can get that value. That is as easy as it is. But you have to make sure you are going with the right rate of interest. Since they mentioned it yearly, so what is the percentage of interest when it comes to months? It is 24% per year, right? And year got 12 months. Am I correct? And what is the monthly interest then? So monthly interest is 2%. Why? Because we have to calculate that yearly percentage, which is 24% divided by 12 months. It gives us 2% monthly interest. Okay. And then when they give the period as 5 years, when you convert it into the months, then how many months it will be? 60 months. Why? Because a year got 12 months, right? And hence it is 60 months. So now we got our attributes. What are they? The value of n, it gives us 60. The value of I, it is 2. And the p as 120. We don't want p value in order to calculate this particular fraction from the table. P is nowhere related. P will be multiplied with that. So the formula is A given P equal to I into 1 plus I whole power n given by 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. Am I correct? And this will be simplified as A. It means repetitive amount. A equal to P into that particular fraction. Okay. Now you need not to calculate this. Why? Because we got it in the table. Okay. Here is the table. What is the I value here? 2%, right? And I took you to the table where I equal to 2. What you require here? A by P. You have to check for A by P within the table. Where is the A by P? Here it is. Okay. For A by P with 2% interest. And what is the N value? It is 60 months. N value is basically period. It is 60. Here now, what is the value of that fraction when n equal to 60 with I equal to 2 for A by P? This is the one, right? Okay. 0.0288. What you have to do here is that is equal to what is P value? 120,000, right? 120,000 into 0.0288. This is the value we said, right? 0.0288. Let's recheck it. 0.0288. Yep. And now what is the answer you are getting for this? 120,000 multiplied by 0.0288. 3456. And as they asked us to write the value to 2 decimals, the value will be 3456.00 dollars. Okay. All right. And in the question, they will give you write the value to 2 decimals in dollars. And you will be just entering the numericals with periods. I mean, with dots and numericals. In general, if you got to answer something, if you got to type something, then it will be most probably in numericals. Most probably. Okay. Then let's move to the next question then. Okay. All right. This is the table I just showed to you.
Facing the challenge of the FE exam, looking for a way to prepare smarter, not harder? Bhavanam's C2C has the answer. Introducing Bhavanam's C2C FE exam preparation program, designed for civil engineers aiming to pass the FE exam and excel in the USA. Wondering what sets us apart? Our expert team. Meet Mahendra, EIT and project manager, who knows the FE exam inside and out. K.N. Mathur, EIT and civil engineering master's graduate. And Chandravarthan, IIT postgraduate and top 422 GATE rank achiever. These experienced instructors have already helped hundreds succeed. Will you be next? In just 3 months, you will master all 14 essential subjects through live online classes held every evening from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. But that's not all. For each subject, sharpen your skills with 15 dedicated practice questions and follow up with quizzes containing 45 questions to solidify your understanding. Prepare like a pro with 3 full-length, 6-hour mock exams designed to mirror the final exam. Plus, receive personalized guidance through one-on-one sessions with our expert instructors to refine your strategy. We understand balancing work, life, and studies can be challenging. So we have got you covered with 1 year access to recorded sessions and replays of live classes to catch up anytime. Here's the game changer. While others charge over $1,000, We are offering everything for just $350. Want an even better deal? Contact the number below now to claim a flat $50 discount and get it all for only $300. Enjoy a 100% refund if you are not fully satisfied within the first week. No questions asked. Our live batches starts fresh every month on 15th. Don't miss your chance to join. Limited seats available. Contact the number below to secure your spot and get enrolled today.
Okay. What does the question says here? What is the present value P of $6,000 to be received 2 years from now with a discount rate of 6% per year? Choose the value to the nearest amount. All right. So what they want in the question and what they gave the value of P, right? They gave the value of P as $6,000. And what they say, to be received 2 years from now. It means that the value of N is 2 years. Am I correct? And what is the discount rate? My bad. I made a mistake here. They are asking to calculate the present value of 6,000. So it means that 6,000 is the futuristic value. All right. And 2 years is N. And the discount rate 6%. Okay. And in economics, I'm saying when you go for any other subject and when you deal with economics, economics is the subject for which you have to go for the question twice. Make sure that you are giving the proper attributes to the given values. So there are chances for us to make the mistakes. If we make the mistake, then that's it. Okay. So we have to calculate the present value and they gave us the future value. So what will be the present value? Will it be lesser than the future value or will it be more than the future value? They gave you a future value as 6,000 and there is a discount of 6% that goes from 6,000. I mean, it goes backward. So what will be the present value? Is it lesser than the future value or is it more than the future value? It will be lesser. And without answering the question, what could be the answer? I mean, without solving the question, what could be the answer you are thinking? Or which could be the options? So A or B could be the answers. And maybe you will be given all the 4 options satisfying this condition. But if they gave you only one option which is less than 6,000, then you please don't solve the question, just put that blindly. Why? Because you have to choose the value to the nearest amount. No matter what, when you understand the concept that the present value gonna be lesser than the future value, and if you feel that you understand the question very well, I'm saying you, it's a thumb rule, blindly go for the answer rather than wasting your time. Invest more time on understanding the question rather than solving it. Here, since they gave us 2 options, we have to go for solving the problem. All right. So what are the attributes here? Once again, F, P, N, I. But what we have to calculate here is P. Since we have to calculate P, we have to go for P given F, right? The formula will be P given F, comma I, comma N. Am I correct? So here, can you say what is the formula for this case in order to calculate the present value when the future value is given? You can check on the table. So when P by F equal to 1 plus I whole power minus N, when they give you the I value and N value, then the present value, it turns out as future value into 1 plus I whole power of minus N, which will be future value by 1 plus I whole power N. Here you can substitute the I value and N value and you will get it. You can do that way. Also, you can go through the table. If you go through table, I recommend you guys go through table now. Check for the table with a discount rate of 6%. It means that check for a table with interest rate with an interest rate of 6%. Okay, and go for the column P by F, and for the N value 2 years, give me the decimal value. What is there over there? Okay, once again I repeat it. If you put the value of I and n value here, you will get it directly. That is not what I am asking. Rather than substituting these values here, you can get the same value from the table. So you have to come to the table, factor table with the I value as 6%. Okay. And what is the fraction? What we have to find? Present value, right? So present value over future value. Am I correct? So
Yes.
P by F, the first column. And what is the value of N? What is the period they gave? Is it 2 years or 3 years or 4 years? 2 years.
2 years.
Oh, all right, you got it. And when N value is 2 and P by F value here is 0.8900 for the value I equal to 6. Am I correct? In order to check the value, what we want is I value from the question and N value and also the fraction what we need. There are 8 different fractions here, so you have to understand what exactly you require, and accordingly you can jump to the table. Coming to the table, getting the answer is damn easy or very easy rather than substituting the values. If you are used to understand the tables, then this is very easy concept for you. If not, there is also another concept where you can substitute the values. So what is the value in the table? All right, okay, 0.8900. Now let us check if we are getting the same value or not. Okay, 1 by, this is a check. Do not get confused. This is a check I am giving you so that you will get some sort of clarity here. 1 by 1 plus I. I value is 6% and you have to take it as 0.06. Am I correct? 0.06. And what is the tenure? Once again, 2 years. Now, what is the value of this? All right, okay, 0.89. Okay, and it is the same. So if you go through the table or if you calculate this value, it will be the same. Sometimes there will be change in the value. When it is, the first two decimals may be right and the later two decimals may vary. If you substitute the formula, if you substitute the values in the formula, the later two decimals may change or later three decimals may change. But do not get panic here. In these kind of problems, they will definitely ask you to choose the value to the nearest amount. They don't ask you the precise value. Okay, if there is a chance of getting multiple answers or the nearby values, they will ask you to choose the value to the nearest amount. And once again, please make sure to convert the years into months if any other period is mentioned in the months. If not, you can directly go with years. I hope this question is clear for you.